Stoic meditation, a journey to inner peace. In the cacophony of modern life, finding inner peace often feels like chasing a mirage. Yet, the quest for tranquility is as old as humanity itself, deeply rooted in ancient philosophies and spiritual teachings. Among the most profound guides on this journey are the Stoic philosophers and biblical teachings. Together, they form a compass, guiding us towards a serene and resilient mind. This essay takes you on a transformative journey, exploring the essence of Stoic meditation and its timeless wisdom, enriched by biblical insights, to inspire you to cultivate peace within. The genesis of peace, biblical foundations. The Bible offers a rich tapestry of wisdom on the pursuit of inner peace. In the Old Testament, the book of Isaiah proclaims, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." Isaiah 26 verse 3, NIV. This verse highlights the foundation of biblical peace, trust in God. It's a call to anchor our minds in faith, allowing divine tranquility to flow into our lives. In the New Testament, Jesus Christ, the Prince of Peace, extends an invitation to find rest for our souls. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11 verse 28, NIV. This promise is not merely a call to physical rest but a deeper, spiritual repose. Jesus teaches that peace is a gift from God, accessible through a relationship with Him. The Apostle Paul echoes this sentiment in Philippians 4 verse 7, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." NIV. This peace is not dependent on external circumstances but is an inner fortress, safeguarding our hearts and minds. Stoic wisdom, the art of inner tranquility. Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy founded by Zeno of Citium, offers a complementary path to inner peace. Central to Stoic thought is the idea that peace comes from within, not from external circumstances. The Stoics teach that by mastering our minds, we can achieve tranquility regardless of the chaos around us. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king. One of the most revered Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, provides profound insights into cultivating inner peace. In his Meditations, he writes, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This teaching resonates deeply with the biblical exhortation to renew our minds and trust in divine providence. Aurelius emphasizes that our thoughts shape our reality, and by disciplining our minds, we can attain serenity. Aurelius also advises us to focus on the present moment, a practice akin to mindfulness in modern terms. Confine yourself to the present, he urges. This echoes Jesus' teaching in Matthew 6 verse 34, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." NIV. By anchoring ourselves in the present, we free our minds from the anxieties of the past and future, cultivating a state of peace. Epictetus, the enslaved philosopher. Epictetus, another Stoic sage, offers valuable guidance on the path to inner tranquility. Born into slavery, he rose to become a renowned philosopher, teaching that true freedom is found within. His enduring wisdom is captured in the Enchiridion, a manual for living a peaceful and virtuous life. Epictetus teaches that we should focus on what is within our control and accept what is not. Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens, he advises. This Stoic principle aligns with the biblical teaching of surrendering to God's will. In the Lord's Prayer, Jesus instructs us to pray, "Your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven." Matthew 6 verse 10, NIV. Both teachings encourage us to let go of the need to control everything and trust in a higher power, fostering a sense of peace. Seneca, the Roman Stoic. Seneca, a Roman statesman and philosopher, adds another layer to the Stoic understanding of peace. In his letters and essays, Seneca explores the importance of rational thought and emotional regulation. He writes, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This insight reminds us that much of our distress arises from our thoughts rather than actual events. Seneca's emphasis on rationality parallels the biblical exhortation to guard our minds. Paul writes in Romans 12 verse 2, "Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." NIV. By aligning our thoughts with truth and wisdom, we can transcend the turmoil of life and find peace. The practice of Stoic meditation. Stoic meditation is a powerful practice for cultivating inner peace. It involves reflective exercises designed to strengthen the mind and foster resilience. Here, we explore some key Stoic meditative practices and their biblical counterparts. The evening review. One of the most effective Stoic meditative practices is the evening review, where we reflect on the day's events and our responses to them. Marcus Aurelius often engaged in this practice, writing, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This practice aligns with the biblical tradition of self-examination. In Lamentations 3 verse 40, we read, "Let us examine our ways and test them, and let us return to the Lord." NIV. By reviewing our actions and thoughts, we can identify areas for growth and cultivate a more peaceful and virtuous life. Negative visualization. Another powerful Stoic practice is negative visualization, where we imagine losing what we value most. This may seem counterintuitive, but it helps us appreciate what we have and prepare for life's inevitable losses. Seneca advises, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." This practice is mirrored in biblical teachings on the transient nature of life. James 4 verse 14 reminds us, "Why, you do not even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes." NIV. By contemplating the impermanence of life, we can develop a deeper appreciation for the present moment and a sense of peace amidst uncertainty. Mindfulness and presence. Stoic meditation also emphasizes mindfulness and presence. By focusing on the present moment, we can detach from worries about the past and future. Epictetus teaches, "Keep your attention focused entirely on what is truly your own concern, and be clear that what belongs to others is their business and none of yours." This focus on the present moment is echoed in Jesus' teaching in Matthew 6 verse 34, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." NIV. Mindfulness helps us cultivate a sense of peace by grounding us in the here and now. The intersection of Stoicism and Christianity. While Stoicism and Christianity are distinct in their theological foundations, they intersect beautifully in their practical wisdom for achieving inner peace. Both traditions emphasize the importance of a disciplined mind, acceptance of life's challenges, and trust in a higher power. Acceptance and trust. Both Stoicism and Christianity teach us to accept what we cannot change and trust in a greater plan. Epictetus' advice to focus on what is within our control aligns with the biblical exhortation to surrender to God's will. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6 urges, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight." NIV. By accepting life's uncertainties and trusting in divine guidance, we can cultivate a profound sense of peace. Virtue and character. Both traditions also emphasize the development of virtue and character. The Stoics believed that living virtuously was the key to a peaceful life. Marcus Aurelius writes, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Similarly, the Bible calls us to embody virtues such as love, kindness, and patience. Galatians 5 verses 22 to 23 describes the fruits of the Spirit, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, forbearance, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. NIV. By cultivating these virtues, we align ourselves with divine peace. Contemplation and prayer. Meditative practices in both Stoicism and Christianity involve contemplation and prayer. Stoic meditation encourages reflective exercises, while the Bible invites us to commune with God through prayer. Philippians 4 verses 6 to 7 advises, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." NIV. Through contemplation and prayer, we can connect with a source of peace beyond ourselves.